Good morning, I'm Larry Steinhouse, and welcome to Money Chat Now. Money Chat Now is a politically charged stock market pre-show giving you the politics of the day and the biggest moves in the stock market. It is presented with comedic common sense and just the right amount of sarcasm by an expert in financial literacy. And hey, that's me, Larry Steinhouse. Today is Tuesday, December 6th. I want to thank you and welcome you to the show. We are here live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And you can also find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. Please search Money Chat Now and Larry Steinhouse, and then you can follow me there as well. And if you'd like to connect, please go to contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com, and there you will find my social media connections, my email, and my text message information as well. That's contactlarry.com. Hey, just a reminder, if you're watching online, hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the Money Chat Now page on Facebook. You can also find Money Chat Now and the Larry Steinhouse Show on Spotify, so please go there and subscribe as well. Hey, you can comment live during the show on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and please say hi so I know you're watching. It's the only way I know you're watching is if you say hi, and if you haven't joined the Money Chat Now fan page on Facebook, please do that and make sure you can always see the show. If you join the Money Chat fan page on Facebook, you could still view the show while I'm in Facebook jail. I can't believe I'm not in Facebook jail for a couple of things I've done, but hey, whatever. I guess they changed the rules. They just don't let you know. All right, so please go to the Money Chat Now fan page, like it so you never miss the show due to the Facebook censorship. And today's show, we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to be talking about the market recap. We're going to be talking about how Sam Bankman is fried. We're going to talk about this guy named Elon, whatever, I forgot who it is, and we're going to be talking about more COVID irony. It's funny. I tell you, it just makes me laugh. All right, real quick, I want to say hello to a couple people online just checking in. We have my lovely wife Linda saying hi. We've got Tom saying hi. We got Phil saying hi. We got Ken the troll saying hi. We got Julius saying hi, and we got Deb saying hi. Thanks so much. I always appreciate you guys watching. If anybody else is watching out there, please say hi so I know you're watching. And of course, Money Chat Now is brought to you by Investor Schooling, and you can attend a complimentary class this Thursday by going to investorschooling.com, and there you will learn about real estate investing and stock options trading from those who do it every day. You'll have a really good time. Come to class. Money Chat Now is also brought to you by our sponsor, PB Adjusting, Public Adjusting Services. Hey, if your property has suffered storm damage, water damage, fire, or even wind damage from the past weekend, or anything else, you can contact my friend Peter at PB Adjusting. Call him at 215-388-2056. A public adjuster works for you and not the insurance company, and Peter at PB Adjusting has the experience and knowledge to make sure you get the coverage you paid for, and you get paid all you need when you need it most during a catastrophe. Call PB Adjusting at 215-388-2056. And don't let yourself get jerked around by the insurance companies. 215-388-2056. All right, real quick, a couple of people also saying hi. We got Ken, my buddy Ken saying hi. We got my brother Seth saying hi. We got Kim saying hi, and Jose coming in from YouTube. Thanks so much. All right, yesterday went kind of just as I expected it would. Remember I said in the morning, I said no matter what the production material index or PMI index said, it would be bad news. I told you that the index is a reflection of how companies that produce goods feel about the market. The market had an estimate of 53.3% of how people would feel. It's kind of weird, but anyway, that 53.3% would be the number for November, and that would be compared to the 49% in October. However, the great news was the problem. The PMI index report came in at 56.5%, which is higher than the 53.3%. Which, by the way, this number makes me laugh anyway. But anyway, let's think about this. The Dumbos on Wall Street are reacting to good news and making it bad news because they feel that the Fed may increase interest rates 75 basis points again because of all the good economic news. The Fed keeps trying to stop the growth and free spending of the people by raising interest rates on home purchases, cars, and other items. This will lead to a major problem sometime in the future. But the reality is that the people are used to buying. They're used to spending their money if and when they want. Money is easy to get, and many are learning this fact every day. Some are making the mistake of using credit cards to be able to do what they used to do. They used to buy with cash in the past, and others are draining savings to continue to buy. They got used to buying. They're just not going to stop. The problem, of course, is that eventually it'll catch up with them. They will be in debt, and eventually they'll be unemployed as well. You know, basically the Fed wants to control inflation by making it more difficult for people to buy. The good reports on jobs and the producer sentiment numbers continue to be a thorn in the heel of Jerome Powell. He's screaming, "It isn't working! Raise the rates again!" So the good news turned into bad news for the stock market. Silly, isn't it? So the market opened down, it opened out, and then it got worse, and then the good news sank in, and it got worse and worse and worse. The Dow finished down about 480 points, the S&P was down about 70 points, and the Nasdaq finished down about 220 points. Of course, the 30-year bond rate increased to 3.6%, but it's still a far cry from the over 4% it was a few weeks ago. As the bond rate moves up, Apple and other Nasdaq stocks often move down. So watch for this. So if you start to see the bond rate moving up, which it's only going to move up, these stocks are going to start to move down. Just watch for it, you'll see. As you know, we're also headed to the end of the year. A couple of things at the end of the year that will happen and will affect prices. First of all, you know, we always have talk of the myth of the Santa Claus rally. It seems that many believe that at the end of the year, as we near Christmas, the market rallies one last time. Well, I'm still waiting for the past 5 years Santa Claus rallies. That never happened. The real issue is the loss takers. Many investors will be evaluating their portfolios this time of year, and some investors may have taken some gains during the year and need to offset those gains by selling loser stocks before the end of the year. One of the things I teach is that a loss or a gain is not a loss or a gain until you sell the position. That means you can be up $1 million in your portfolio, however, you do not have to pay taxes on that $1 million until you actually sell the asset at the $1 million profit. This year we had the Twitter buyout. And if you were holding Twitter, and some people were, for many, many years and doubled or tripled your investment, your stock was sold at the end of October. You may have an enormous gain that you have to pay taxes on. That means you may be looking for some of your terrible stocks, to get rid of some of the terrible stocks that you know will never come back, like maybe Carvana or Peloton or Nikola, and sell them as a loss right now to offset that gain before the end of the year. Yep, the stock market has some interesting tax concepts as well. Anyway, those stocks will fall further as the big money needs to write off certain assets. So the countdown to the end of the year continues. All right, let's take a look at the futures. Let's see what Wall Street thinks right now. Right now, the Dow, it looks like the Dow is up 28. Wow, I'm so used to being down. It's the S&P is up 6, and the Nasdaq is down. I did it again. Is up 34. I hope that's not a prediction of what's going to come when the market opens. All right, so it looks like the market's slightly moving up. Hey, let's talk about this guy real quick. I want to say hello to a couple people I just noticed saying hi. A whole bunch of people coming on. We got James coming on. We got Tommy's coming on. We got Dave's coming on. We got Sandra, and we got Robin saying hi. All right, make sure you share this content because you can have a little bit of fun, I promise you. So everybody click the share button right now, share it on your wall, share it in some groups that you will enjoy, that you feel others will enjoy watching, because it's going to be a lot of fun coming up. All right, let's talk about Sam Bankman-Fried. Hey, if you've been following the news about the big crypto exchange platform called FTX, you know that the company has filed for bankruptcy, and the investors who held their crypto on the FTX app are now, well, basically screwed out of all their money. Sam Bankman-Fried was or is the kingpin leader of this company. As the crypto exchange FTX grew and grew, Bankman-Fried was kind of known as the boy wonder. He's currently 30 years old, and up until 5 weeks ago, he was considered one of the richest people in the country. He convinced very high-level people to invest in his venture, not only in the cryptocurrency, but the FTX exchange platform. Well, things didn't work out so well this year when FTX exchange came crashing down. The big problem for Bankman-Fried is that he may now face many years of jail time. Look, if you hold a company or a fund, you have certain obligations and laws to adhere to as the manager of the CEO of the company. If your investment goes bad and you're following the rules, you're not liable or a criminal, you just had a bad investment, and that's life. Well, Bankman-Fried keeps going on social media platforms, and he's being interviewed by news outlets and keeps admitting to stupid things that he's guilty for. He has said it's all his fault, and when he says it's all his fault, it doesn't matter if he says it's all his fault. He still could be guilty or not guilty. But although that's not an admission of guilt, it can be used against him in the court with other things he has done that are illegal. He claims to have he claims to have books that are so poor that it's hard to unwind his personal assets from his company assets. The company FTX was worth about $32 billion just a few months ago and is now worth nothing. One of the issues that's facing the investors, both big and small, is their access to any assets in the exchange now being held indefinitely or will be gone forever. It also appears that Bankman Fried used about $8 billion of the investors' funds to pay some bad debt. This $8 billion is also gone. The newly appointed CEO who took over to try to save the company is a guy named John Ray III. In a recent interview, he said that in his 40 years of legal restructuring experience, he's never seen such a complete failure of corporate controls and such complete absence of trustworthy financial information that occurred here. By the way, this is the same Ray who presided over the Enron liquidation in 2000s. So this guy, John Ray, is just there to oversee the liquidation of the company and help put the puzzle pieces back together for regulators and prosecutors to go after Bankman Fried. Bankman Fried continues to blame his ex-girlfriend for the problems and says he was unaware of the bookkeeping and other issues that caused the collapse of the company. There's also a rumor that his money, or should I say the investors' money, that he accidentally stole, went to the Democrat Party to help them fund the election. Apparently, he was second highest donor to the party by donating millions to the party. So here we are. We have a man who committed fraud, funneled money to top party officials, and is now talking too much. So what do you think that means for the future of Bankman Fried? Well, I have the date of December 21st to be the date he commits Clinton-side. Any takers on the pool? I really wanted the 19th, but somebody already had picked that date. Oh, and there's also a side bet on who gets killed first, Elon Musk or Sam Bankman-Fried. Hey, did you see a recent post by Musk? He stated twice on Twitter that he's not suicidal at all. Well, stay tuned after this commercial for a segment that had some technical difficulty yesterday, where I will discuss from the future what happens to Elon Musk when he tests his new flying car concept. You might want to share this on your page right now and let your friends have a laugh, because I'm going to tell you this is going to be really good stuff. So click the share button right now, and let's take a break, and when I get back, we'll get into it.
Okay, so you thought about buying and selling real estate. You've thought about investing in the stock market, but don't know where to start. Well, what if you could find a place to unlock strategies to master both real estate and the stock market, all without the headache? That place is Investor Schooling, hosted by Larry Steinhouse, an expert in real estate, financial literacy, and the ins and outs of the stock market. You can attend Investor Schooling in person or online 8 times a month. You can and will learn how to make money in real estate, and you will learn mastery of stock techniques such as options and covered calls. You will even get a chance to ask one of your burning questions to the stock option sultan, the master of picks and plays. Call 866-424-2829 for free information and receive a complimentary pass to attend classes, or register online at investorschooling.com. Don't delay. These passes are limited. So what are you waiting for? Call 866-424-2829. That's 866-424-2829. Or visit investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com.
All right, welcome back to Money Chat Now. I'm your host, Larry Steinhouse, and of course, if you'd like more information on investor schooling, you can go to investorschooling.com or call 866-424-2829. That's 866-424-2829. Hey, of course, I want to welcome you back to the show. You're here live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and you can also find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. So please search Money Chat Now and Larry Steinhouse on Spotify, like and subscribe there. And if you'd like to connect to me personally, you can go to contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com, and there you will find my social media connections, my email, and my text message information as well. That's contactlarry.com. Oh boy, a whole bunch of people coming in. We got Joyce coming in saying hi. We got Joe coming in and Peter coming in from LinkedIn. And who else we got? It looks like we got, a couple of people. Julius, are you trying to post the link for investor schooling? Because you posted somebody else's link. And, I don't take kindly to that. So make sure you fix it. All right. So far, of course, we've been discussing the market recap. And right now, the Dow is up about 18. The S&P is up about 5. And the NASDAQ is up about 27. We've been talking about Sam Bankman-Fried. We got something coming up about some guy named Elon something or another. I can't remember his name. And then we got more COVID irony. And, of course, we got today's picks and plays. But first, did you guys hit that like button? Come on, hit that share button right now. You're going to love this. Hey, Art, I see you coming in and saying hi, too. Hey, hit that share button, Art, right now, because this is going to be a lot of fun. All right, also, leave a comment to say hi so I know you're watching. Please share. And don't forget to order my new book. It's called Money Hacks. And by the way, if you've ordered the book, please leave a review on Amazon. I noticed there's been no new reviews. So if you haven't left a review already, please leave one. And let's get into it. All right, let's talk about the Twitter files. All right, I want to take you guys into the future about 15 years. My show is now called Escape from Facebook Jail, and I am hidden in my bunker, and I'm telling my audience about a report on an old conspiracy theory that I found. This is what it looks like. All right, hold on, guys. You ready? All right. Listen, guys. All right, listen. I'm about to report an old conspiracy theory I found, and this is Larry Steinhouse in the hidden bunker, and they haven't found me yet. And today's story is an old rumor that some of you guys might remember it. I know it's hard to remember things after being mandated to take what was called a truth vaccine, you know, the one that was mandated by President Newsom about 10 years ago. And for those who escaped the vaccine or still have fuzzy memories that are still left, you know, try to remember this guy's name. His name was Elon Musk. You know the guy who he just disappeared one day, the guy who crashed in a flying car test accident about 15 years ago, and they never found his body or any sign of the crash. Elon Musk, you know, he was the guy who, he used to own some pretty big companies, you know, before GM and Meta bought them. You know, GM bought the company called, I think it was called Tesla, and Meta bought a company, and I think it was called Twitter at the time. You know, there were so many rumors that the government gave special grants and money under the table for both GM and Meta to buy these companies to essentially make them, you know, disappear. You know, like that guy named Elon Musk, you know, the guy who all the media claimed was a super criminal and illegally funded all his purchases with something called cryptocurrency. And I think now Vice President Sam Bankman-Fried was also able to uncover this criminal activity. Remember that? We don't hear much about these things anymore. And of course, we'll probably never hear about it again, because of the Ministry of Truth has told us not to talk about Elon Musk or mention him anymore. After all, we don't want our flying car to fall from the sky during a flight to our required and dictated time to be there when the government wants us to. Oh, shit. They found me. Listen, the YouTube guys, the Facebook police, and I gotta go. I gotta go. Okay. Back to the present and the Twitter files. All right, guys. We all know that Elon Musk bought Twitter. It was a while ago, right? We all know that Elon and his employees and the leaders of the company have been involved in serious election manipulation. For those watching on YouTube, sorry, but that last sentence will probably be the end of my YouTube channel. Elon Musk has been releasing information on how Twitter was directed by government officials to silence certain stories and certain users. The directive came from those who wanted to manipulate elections. The biggest story, of course, was the Hunter Biden laptop story. By now, you must know that the laptop was retrieved by a computer repair shop in Delaware, and he had a bunch of incriminating information about Hunter and Joe Biden. When the information about the laptop was discovered and things on that laptop were released through social media, Joe Biden looked us square in the face in the debate between Trump and Biden and told us that Russian interference was the problem. And it was all made up by Russian spies. Although you and I both knew the excuse had to be the most ridiculous thing he could say. However, millions of dumbocrats took it as the Republicans trying to create election interference, when the actual truth was that the Democrats were interfering by the elections by suppressing the information. Both Facebook and Twitter would remove and shut down any post that included any information that came from the laptop. Elon Musk is now slowly releasing the information to the public. He is slowly showing emails from DNC leaders who asked for information to be removed and certain users to be removed. The internal emails show that Twitter complied with these demands. I read the Twitter releases and I found them to be a bit jumbled, but it was obvious that Twitter was told to enforce a policy called the Hacked Material Community Guidelines. This was why your Twitter feed was either shut down or censored when the Hunter laptop information was released. They, like the other social media companies, made a policy and squeezed a newsworthy piece of information into the policy to make sure that it was suppressed. Even the other communists, bought-out leader Mark Zuckerberg, admitted that the FBI told him to suppress the information. This admission came from an interview with Joe Rogan. If you ever saw the Joe Rogan podcast with Zuckerberg, you'll see it. Elon Musk will continue to release information on how the company has been manipulating the user base, but we already knew it. Hey, how do we know? Because we were awakened, not woke, as you know, right? The awakened need to stand up in the tyranny of fake leaders who are appointed and not elected. One day a real insurrection will take place, not the mini riot at the Capitol, but a real insurrection. That's where our country is headed, and that's the way the future, either someone stands up to these people are really going to become ruled by Big Brother, and the name Elon Musk will no longer exist, like my glimpse into the future. Hey, just remember what Epstein and Christmas lights have in common. They don't hang themselves. All right. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed that. That was yesterday's presentation redone. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed it. All right. So there you go. Let's get into some more COVID irony. Hey YouTube, before you shut me down for this report, I'm simply referencing an article written by the Washington Post on November 23rd, 2022. This article is entitled, "COVID is no longer mainly a pandemic of the unvaccinated." This article that I'm referring to says the following, and I quote from the article, YouTube. I'm quoting it from the article. "For the first time, a majority of Americans dying from the coronavirus received at least a primary series of the vaccine, and 58% of the coronavirus deaths in August were people who were vaccinated and or boosted, according to an analysis conducted by Cynthia Cox, Vice President of the Kaiser Family Foundation." So apparently, the vaccinated, the people who no longer supposed to get COVID, the people who were told that they would have less severe reactions after they got COVID anyway, like hospitalization or death, are now the leading hospitalization and death cases reported. Of course, this must be Russian interference because it can't possibly be true. Our government would never lead us to believe that the vaccine that they contributed billions and billions of dollars to in Big Pharma could possibly be non-effective. The Truth Ministry would never allow this to happen. So I call foul on this article by the Washington Post, and I call foul on the people dying. I think they just told the hospital they were vaccinated when they really weren't. After all, the vaccine works perfectly as planned. I only wish I knew what the plan for the vaccine really was. Oops, never mind. Of course, the article goes on to say how unsurprised they were. Just to be clear, the article was actually pro-vaccine. It goes on and on. It just amazes me. You should read the backpedaling they write in the article. By the way, has anyone seen the documentary Died Suddenly? I have not seen it, but from what I hear, it's pretty scary. And don't forget always that the number one way to never get COVID is never get tested for it. I've never had it. See you guys after the break. Hi, I'm Larry Steinhouse, and one of the most misunderstood things in America is money. That's why I've written this book. It's called Money Hacks, because everything you think you know about money is wrong. And I'm telling you, everything you think you know about money is wrong. When you read this book, you will learn things about money that you did not know. You will even learn if money can buy you happiness. I have a full chapter dedicated to that. You're going to definitely want to read that. I talk about how to use other people's money to buy real estate. I talk about how to save more money, and I even talk about how to rebuild your credit score in this book. There are 22 amazing chapters in this book. This book is now available everywhere. It's available on Amazon. It's available on barnesandnoble.com. And you can order this book right now, and you'll have it in 2 days, and you'll start learning things about money that you never knew before. So order the book right now. Go to Amazon, go to barnesandnoble.com, and order the book, Money Hacks by Larry Steinhouse. Welcome back to Money Chat Now. I'm your host, Larry Steinhouse. Hey, did you know we have a Spotify channel? You can go there now and subscribe to the Money Chat Now Spotify channel and the Larry Steinhouse Show Spotify channel. That's right, you can subscribe to the channel and listen to all the reports if you like the last report, especially the one about Musk. You can break that out and you can listen to it separately. They're broken out for your enjoyment. Look up Money Chat Now and Spotify and subscribe. And you should also remember that my interviews are continuing. By the way, if you know someone who would benefit from being interviewed by me, please reach out and contact me at contactlarry.com or hit me up at Messenger. I will interview you, and I'll interview you for free. It's fun and informative, and it's great publicity for your business, of course, as well. And, of course, we're also looking for more sponsors of the show and the Saturday afternoon show on WPHT Radio. Our sponsor program includes spots here and there as well. And, by the way, what are you guys doing on Thursday? So this Thursday, what are you guys doing for lunch? I'll be meeting at the Temperance House and with a bunch of people for lunch at 12 o'clock. We'll have lunch and we'll have a meeting. We'll just talk about our businesses. Lunch and meeting is just $25. Let's get together and recap. All right, you guys having a little bit of fun. I noticed online about this. You know what I noticed? I noticed that Ken the troll is getting all upset because of my last presentation. Oh, well. All right, coming up, of course, we have today's picks and plays. But did you guys hit that like button yet? Did you guys hit that share button? Come on, tell all your friends about this show. Let them know it's both entertaining and educational. Please share it on your page or on groups that you feel will also enjoy the show. And I have a question for you guys. All right, before I get into the market outlook today, I want to know about from all you guys who are watching. We've been doing this show for about a year. Actually, we've been doing this show for exactly 1 year at 7:30 in the morning as of December 1st. Exactly 1 year. So that's pretty impressive. So I want to know what part of the show you like the best. Do you like the stock market updates or the news articles? Do you find the market updates interesting? Could you do without them if I change the format of the show? Please let me know in the comments if I should keep the show in its current format or make changes. What would you like to see in the new year or on this show? Please let me know in the comments so I can improve the show for you. So take a little time, make some comments, let me know. I'll see them all day. Let me know what you guys think of the show and how I can make the show better for you. I already know that Ken the Troll would just want to just troll me anyway. It really doesn't matter. All right, so real quick, the market today is going to be kind of bland. No real economic data is coming out today, but tomorrow we will see some reports including mortgage applications and consumer credit card debt. Those will be interesting. Synchrony Bank is going to be a call, and it's going to be a put in 2023 at the end. They own most of the credit card debt. Did you notice that most of your credit cards right now are Synchrony credit cards? It's going to be the big short all over again. So today, if you get lucky, look for bargains and pounce on them, but look to hold over the new year. So start setting yourself up for the new year. Sell your junk now, and if you need the tax write-off, sell it as well. All right, let's take a quick look at the futures before we run out of time. We've got the Dow is up 16. We got the S&P up almost 5. We got the NASDAQ up 27. And, of course, crypto is hanging on there. We got Bitcoin's around 17,000. Ethereum is just under 1,300. And then, of course, we have gold and silver. They've also stalled. Gold is about 1785, and silver is just below 23. The Treasury bond is 3.75. I'm sorry, 3.57. And this surprises me. I actually think it would be higher. Average mortgage rates of about 7% are actually falling a little bit. Oil is dropping rapidly, and now it's $76 a barrel, and the average gas price is now $3.38 a gallon. Hey, I want to thank you all for watching Money Chat Now. We are here live every morning at 7:30 on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And you can also find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. Hey, don't forget, we're meeting for lunch on Thursday at the Temperance House. So Temperance House, 12 o'clock Thursday. Reach out if you can make it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, we also get to talk about a business. It's great. My name again is Larry Steinhouse. I am the host of Money Chat Now, and I am the CEO of Investor Schooling. And remember, you can contact me directly at contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com. Let me know what you think about the show. Let me know about what you think about all the shows in the future. And don't forget, make it a profitable day.